Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 Newsroom, live from our studios at number 5 Oula Hansen Lane at Tesano. I am Inosafo. Coming up. 6 rescued, others feared drowned as boat capsizes on Black Volta.
Tried boarding a boat to cross to the other side of the country, which is sharing boundary with the Côte d'Ivoire. And unfortunately, it's alleged that the boat capsized. According to the team, they were able to rescue about 6 people.
Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu slams non-performing metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives.
At this stage, excuses are nothing but an embarrassment to the people we serve. Leadership is not about sitting in offices and enjoying the perks of your position, but it's about delivering results. And right now, many of you are simply sleeping on your jobs.
Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Professor Amin Al-Hassan, dismisses allegations of mismanagement and illegitimacy. And later, New Patriotic Party and National Democratic Congress intensify final push ahead of Akwatia by-election.
There is no other person better for the job than Honorable Asimedu.
Every indication shows that the NDC would win the September 2nd elections.
In Channel 1 Business. Cedi breaches 11 Ghana cedi to the dollar amid renewed depreciation concerns. In Channel 1 Sports. Black Stars open camp in Accra ahead of Chad-Mali qualifiers. Many thanks for choosing us this hour. Let's settle for the details of our stories. 6 people have been rescued while an unspecified number are feared drowned after a boat carrying displaced persons capsized on the Black Volta at Dinietombo in the Savannah region. The victims, who were reportedly fleeing following communal clashes in Bingiri, attempted to cross the river when the overloaded boat overturned. Personnel from the National Disaster Management Organization and other security agencies have since deployed a rescue team to the area to search for survivors and retrieve bodies. The recent violent clashes at Bingiri, a farming community in the Sola Tuna Kalba district, have already claimed 6 lives and left 18 others injured. We have on the phone line the Savannah Regional NADMO Director, Muhammad Zakaria, to shed more light on this development. Many thanks for joining us, Mr. Zakaria.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Can you confirm the details of the boat accident at Dinietombo to us?
Yes. This afternoon, I had an information from the Dinie area that some people were fleeing, and in the process, they had an accident on the river. And so I tried making some contact to ascertain the truth of the information I had. And my information, yes, they said it was true that something like that did happen. But NADMO, we always want to have our facts right. And so we shall treat this as a hearsay until we are able to confirm from the ground that indeed that did happen. I think since afternoon I contacted the assemblyman of the area, and according to him, he also picked that information that indeed something like that has happened and that they were able to rescue some of the people. My zonal coordinator has been sent there, but unfortunately, that area, because it's closer to the border area, is very difficult to get connectivity to that area. And so I've since not had a verifiable or confirmed information from my officer in that area to tell whether indeed that did happen. But I think from the assemblyman of the area is saying yes, indeed they did get that accident on that river.
Okay.
As I speak, I intend tomorrow we ourselves will get there to find out whether indeed that accident did happen on that river. So as of now, we have not been able to confirm ourselves as NADMO as whether that indeed did happen. But as I said, I have delegated a zonal coordinator to get there to find out, but I've since not been able to reach him because of network connectivity. And that place is a bit far from the Swala to Nakalba district capital.
You mentioned that the assemblyman said they have rescued some people. Do we know whether the search and rescue has ended?
Well, that, as I said, we've not been able to communicate again because of network connectivity issues. But we will get there ourselves tomorrow to verify the kind of information we had on the ground here.
So you would be unable to tell me whether the rescued people are being kept at a school or what the condition is?
Yes, I'm unable to speak to that for now. But I think tomorrow we'll get there ourselves, and I think we can update listeners.
All right. Thank you very much. We will definitely get in touch with you tomorrow for more details on this story.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to some other stories now. The Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Oklu, has expressed strong dissatisfaction with the performance of some metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives in the region, accusing them of complacency and inefficiency. Speaking during an engagement with the media and MMDCEs in Accra on Thursday, August 28, 2025, Madam Oklu said the failure of certain chief executives to deliver on their mandates was undermining the government's efforts to address the region's pressing challenges. Channel 1 News' Me, Ayikwe Okan, reports.
During a meeting with Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives in Accra on Thursday, Regional Minister Linda Oklu expressed her dissatisfaction with the poor handling of sanitation concerns across the region.
I'm extremely disappointed with the level of inefficiency and complacency being exhibited by some of our chief executives. At this stage, excuses are nothing but an embarrassment to the people we serve. Leadership is not about sitting in offices and enjoying the perks of your position, but it's about delivering results. And right now, many of you are simply sleeping on your jobs. The sanitation situation in this region is unacceptable. You have ignored the recruitment of young people to clean our streets and desert our drains. And Shao Sudoku is number one. Please, sit up. It is a core responsibility. The stench, the filth, the choke drains are a reflection of your failure to lead from this moment. Your performance on sanitation will be under the strictest monitoring. The era of excuses is over. I will not hesitate to commend the removal of non-performing chief executives. The people of Greater Accra deserve better, and they will get better with or without you.
The Municipal Chief Executive for Shayo Sudoku, Ignatius Dodoi, disclosed plans to recruit unit committee members to help deal with the sanitation menace.
When I came, I met a contract that was cancelled already by Zoom Lion because the termination came from the central government, so there were no sweepers. So I believe that, no, if I am able to recruit some party folks and join them together with the unit committee member, we can form a sanitation task force and then to clean the environment. So we are about launching that. Next week, Monday, we are going to launch it and it will work.
Linda Oklu further stressed that the demolition of unlawful structures on encroached Ramsar sites will continue without compromise to safeguard the environment.
Another matter of grave concern is the reckless encroachment and destruction of environmentally sensitive areas. I am serving notice here and now. The RCC, working with the relevant agencies, will continue to embark on demolition exercise at the Ramsar site to stop the illegal development that are choking our wetlands and worsening our flooding situation. So those of you who brings these investors to my office, please, if you don't want any embarrassment, please desist, because I'm not ready to compromise.
The MC for Ablekuma Central, Frank Nkansa, also revealed that abandoned vehicles left along major streets in the municipality would soon be towed and auctioned to improve mobility and sanitation.
Someone comes in and decides that because they want to buy some parts at Abusokan, they park their vehicles around Mataiko, which is also in my area, with the idea to go and buy the parts and come and fix. Before you know, these cars are almost 3 years, 4 years there. As we speak, I have 150 cars within my municipality. People have not come for it, and we are using legal means. In the coming days, if you don't pick it, we will auction them, and that is what we want to see as enforcement to ensure that we decongest the area.
The Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Professor Amin Al-Hassan, has dismissed allegations of mismanagement and illegitimacy made against him by unionized staff. Rachel Engman has the details.
Unionized staff of GBC have declared Professor Amin Al-Hassan persona non grata, accusing him of mismanagement and presiding over the near collapse of the state broadcaster. At a Durban on Thursday, union leaders cited questionable land sales, unresolved issues from the 13th African Games contract, and neglect of staff welfare as grounds for their demand that he be removed from office. The federal alleged that the Controller Accountant General suspended the Director General's salary in March due to the absence of financial clearance for his contract extension, a development they claim renders his mandate invalid.
Chavai! Yeah. This is what GBC has become. GBC is a crime scene. And we need to uncover all those things. Now, judging from all this, so far as the appointing authority, especially NMC, is playing undue delay of these things, with the workers of GBC are declaring Professor Amin as persona non grata. Chobai! Chobai! Henceforth, we're going to engage in series of industrial actions. The intimidation, if you take one person, we'll go ahead to do it. As for Professor Amin, we have done with him. He has done his part. NMC, we have given ultimatum already. We have passed that. The person is on salary and is working, whether it's on attachment or internship. We are wondering what status of the Director General we have now.
Unionized staff of GBC have declared the Director General persona non grata, accusing him of mismanagement and denying workers their entitlements. They describe the broadcaster as a crime scene and are threatening industrial action, urging authorities to step in. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Rachel Engman.
For more on this, we have the Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Professor Amin Al-Hassan, joining us. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to join you here.
Definitely a pleasure to have you. All right, let's begin with, so the unionized staff have declared you persona non grata, accusing you of mismanagement and presiding over what they describe as the near collapse of GBC. How do you respond to this?
First of all, let me make it very clear. I have over 1,000 staff working, and 12 to 15 of them group under a mango tree outside GBC and declare me a persona non grata. I came to work today at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just drove from my office here. I've been in the office the whole day working. And what are they saying? Clearly, there is something odd that we need to understand. They don't have the capacity to declare me persona non grata. I have been in the office the whole day, and they couldn't even get near to my office. They had to do this noise outside GBC, not inside GBC. So I don't think we should accord their noise with any decent response.
Reports?
I am the legitimately appointed Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, and I remain at post. I don't have any problem with my appointment.
They say that the Controller and Accountant General's Department hasn't paid you or has suspended your salary since March, and there's absence of financial clearance for your contract extension. How do you respond to this?
I came here and I showed your producer a copy of my financial clearance from the Ministry of Finance. It's my personal private letter from the Ministry of Finance to me and copy to Controller, which is not anything exceptional. What is happening is this. When appointments are made, some take 6 months, some takes sometimes a longer time to have financial clearance issued. During my first term, I waited 14 months, 1 year, 2 months, to have the financial clearance issued and to have all the back pay paid to me. So there's nothing very unusual. In fact, there was a Director General who came to post in GBC, and for 2 years, the financial clearance didn't come. It finally came, and he got all his salaries paid. I want to assure them, I have a letter issued from the Ministry of Finance giving my appointment, my second term financial clearance for the 4-year term and a half. So they don't have any information about what I'm talking about. But I don't think that letter should be put in the public domain. When I got here, I showed it to your producer to read and to understand that this is a letter of stating that they have granted financial clearance for me.
So that means the NMC has renewed your tenure?
NMC has even issued a statement a long time ago into the public domain saying that they have renewed my appointment. There's nothing wrong with that. They have appointed me, renewed my appointment. I don't know why you will gather a few, like I said, I have over 1,000 staff. And I can assure you, the noise is not, what they are doing is not what they are talking about. Their problem is simply, as Director General of GBC, I have told them, government policy will be implemented when it comes to human resource management fully, which is 1, promotions, there are guidelines. The government human resource manager is the Public Service Commission. They have guidelines on promotions, and we are strictly abiding by it. The union is unhappy about it. Of course, there are a good number who are unhappy. But listen, if the government who pays your salary says that for you to be a manager rank, you must have at a minimum a first degree, and you don't even have an HND, and you are demanding that you should be promoted to become a manager just because you have been working in GBC for many years, that will not happen under my watch. And I tell the union, tell your members to go back to school, get the higher credentials, and come back. And when the promotion, they will get it. So first of all, they are playing on the emotions of some staff, but I want to assure them that GBC will follow the rules of the game. If you don't deserve a certain promotion, you can't be given that. Number 2, if you don't come to work, you don't deserve salary. If you abandon your post and you travel abroad, we'll make sure we terminate your salary. And we also make sure that there are rules on when we can declare your position vacant, meaning we've dismissed you. We will implement these rules, whether they like it or not, because that is what the one who pays salary says we should do. And as a CEO, if I fail to do these things, I will be personally held responsible. The law is very clear about who is responsible, who will be held responsible, on these issues. And I am saying that I am not going to go to PAC and sit there and start answering questions on why are these on-end salary cases happening under my watch. No, they will not happen. Right. And if any staff thinks that this is Abayinjuma, he can stay at home, not work and get salary, he's kidding me. It will not happen. This is what is driving the union mad. Right. And clearly, they are on a wrong tangent. It won't work.
Prof. Alhassan, the union has raised a number of issues, and I'd like us to go through them. Please, if you'll indulge me.
You are very welcome.
So they say the alleged questionable sale of GBC lands. Can you clarify the circumstances?
I don't have anything to clarify. They should give me an example. You don't make an allegation that somebody has sold land. GBC has lands across the country. Just tell me which one have I sold. And let me explain to you how corporate governance works. The Director General cannot, on his own, take any action on GBC lands. There's an estate department, then it comes to the DG, it goes to the board, and the decisions are taken. But I want to tell you that the current board has been very professional, and I myself, I have no idea what land they are talking about. So for me to respond properly, they should be specific, this particular land, okay? Right. Then, for example, they are claiming that I sold land to the Minister of Finance. Now, if you are entering Jubilee House, you realize that there's a huge concrete building shooting up inside the GVC compound, the old house. They think that I have sold it to the Minister of Finance. Does it make sense to you that I can sell land to the Minister of Finance? No, it doesn't work like that. Right. The government Minister of Finance is a state entity, like GBC. And so I cannot on my own just get up and sell land to ministry, okay?
Another point that they have raised is the issue, the unresolved issues with the 13th African Games broadcasting contracts. What exactly went wrong?
First of all, there is nothing unresolved about the African Games. They are living in their own world, delusional, I would say. First of all, the African Games, as we all remember, GBC was the official broadcaster, but we were not the official producer. Okay. We didn't produce the African Games. If you visited the Games, the equipment and those people doing the production were not GBC. Now, in their own mind, they assumed that GBC was doing the production, and that, no, we deployed our staff to learn, because all the equipment that produced the Games didn't belong to GBC. And those who brought them have taken them away. They got a contract to come and produce the Games, and they've done that. Now, somehow they had an assumption that GBC was the producer, so they were demanding that the staff who were around the machines, the foreign companies doing that, should be given some monies. We told them, we are sorry, we are not the official producer. We are simply an official broadcaster. Right. The agreement was that the production was outsourced. And all the documents to it are available for you to find out. Okay. So we don't have unresolved contract. There is no unresolved contract. The only contract GBC had was the fact that our status as the official broadcaster and the dedication of a channel for the Games, we were paid $105,000 And that, yes, I can tell you that. But it wasn't for production. Okay. It was for the channel and for the broadcast. And there is nothing about the African Games to resolve. There are no unresolved contract issues, and there is nothing to talk about the African Games, as far as I am concerned. They keep on repeating lies to themselves, and at some point they believe that they are telling the truth. And that is their problem.
Right. Prof, finally, what reforms or initiatives are you prioritizing to position GBC as a state broadcaster?
Thank you very much. And I want to assure you that if you want to understand, when we launched our 90th anniversary, I said GBC needs a rebirth. Yes. It's 90 years old. Everything is tired. Even the work culture needs to change. This is precisely what the union don't want to hear. They think that they must keep on behaving like a Abayinjuma. And they don't see, I mean, how can you have a reporter who, within 3 months, doesn't even file up to 10 stories? And he's on salary. Come on, why will it happen? Right. Those days are gone. We have decided as management and with the full support of the board that we have to turn GBC around. Right. The work culture of choosing to do what you want and still expect your salary to be paid is past and gone. And if you think you have a case, the union can do better by taking me to the Labor Commission. That is what the law says, where a panel of judges will declare my actions wrong or right.
Right.
Pandering to media with a bunch of those who feel that they are wronged by this rejuvenation that I want to undertake will not take them anywhere. All that I can assure you is that Ghana Broadcasting Corporation is on course to compete in a very vibrant media market. We are not going to listen to people who will not come to work. The guy who was speaking in red, he is a reporter, journalist. In the last 5 years, he hasn't written one story in his life. And he comes to say that he wants to change GBC.
So, Prof, structural reforms is what you're looking for?
No, we are looking to restructure GBC because after 90 years, the practices that we have been used to will not take us into the next 90 years.
All right.
So all that we are saying is that Ghana Broadcasting Corporation has to be reborn. We need a rebirth.
Right.
And that rebirth is what is hitting hard on the lazy ones who think that GBC is a banjuma and nobody should tell them what to do because their salary is guaranteed at the end of the month. No. They will make sure that if you are paid salary, you work for the salary.
Right.
If you cannot work for the salary, you need to give way for somebody else to come because the days of misbehaving is gone. How will a union executive think that they have the authority to dismiss a director general?
Prof.
Please, the last time they did that, it brought a judgment debt that we are yet to figure out who is to pay for it.
Right,
so please,
Prof.
I want to assure you.
Yes.
There's calm at the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation.
Okay.
I have been there from 7 p.m. to 6:30, almost 7. When I left, I started coming towards here. And I'll be going there tomorrow morning to work as everybody does. I have more than 1,000 staff who will be coming to work. This can sit under a tree outside the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and hold press conferences. I don't have a problem with that.
Right. Prof, thank you so much for speaking to us.
It's a pleasure,
We
I know.
appreciate
And
your
thank you
time.
very much for the opportunity.
Definitely. Let's move on to some other stories now. Former Vice President and New Patriotic Party flag bearer aspirant Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has cautioned his opponents in the upcoming primaries not to mistake his calm demeanor for weakness. Speaking after filing his nomination forms at the party's headquarters on Thursday, Dr. Bawumia stressed that while he remains composed and respectful, he is fully prepared for the heated contest ahead.
With nominations now officially closed for the New Patriotic Party's flag-bearer elections, former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia was among the last to submit his forms. He arrived at the party's headquarters in Accra with a large crowd of enthusiastic supporters, including members of parliament and key party figures. After successfully completing the filing process, Dr. Bawumia took to the podium to send a clear message to his fellow contenders. He warned them not to mistake his calm and composed style for weakness, while urging a campaign that focuses on ideas and unity rather than personal attacks.
The Akans have a saying that Openi due mate mate. To wit, a wise leader must at times appear aloof, yet when it is required, be willing to take the difficult decision. That is who I am. I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve. That is what I bring to the leadership of the MPP and the leadership of Ghana.
Dr. Bawumia also outlined aspects of his vision for Ghana, promising bold economic transformation should he be given the mandate to lead both the NPP and the country.
My vision is to introduce measures that reduce the cost of living for the average Ghanaian and support for the vulnerable. My vision is to adopt a constituency-based development and budgeting framework in which local people benefit the most and the well-being of the individual is enhanced.
Also filing on the final day was former Education Minister Dr. Yaosei Aduchum. He was met with rousing support from his followers and pledged to run a clean and respectful campaign throughout the contest.
I'm going to wage a very clean campaign. A campaign that will just talk about what I have done and what I will do for my party and for my nation. A campaign without acrimony. A campaign without insults. A campaign full And that is what my campaign will be about. Why do you tell me I'm so quiet? Adutum is respectful, Adutum is calm, Adutum is a doer, Adutum is not a taker.
Well, Dr. Yawase Adutum becomes the fifth and final aspirant to file his nomination. Now that the nomination process has ended, what's next in this flag bearer election process is vetting, which begins on the 15th of September and ends on the 22nd of September. Following that, aspirants who qualify will then embark on their various campaigns for that final showdown on January 31, 2026. From the NPP headquarters in Accra, Charles Osukumi for Channel 1 News.
Now, with just 5 days to the hotly contested Akwatia by-election, political parties are ramping up their campaigns in a final push to secure victory. The New Patriotic Party says it is confident of maintaining an edge over the National Democratic Congress, but insists it is taking nothing for granted. The NDC, on the other hand, is banking on goodwill for the government to swing the seat in its favor.
As voters prepare for the Akwatia by-election on Tuesday, September 2, campaign activities have reached a fever pitch, with both the NPP and NDC capitalizing on their strengths to win over the electorate. The by-election was necessitated by the sudden passing of the Member of Parliament, Ernest Kumi. It is being contested by Solomon Kwame Esumedu, the NPP's constituency treasurer, and Bernard Bediakon, the NDC's constituency secretary. Within the NPP, strategists believe Bernard Bediakon's triumph over his own client, former Akwatia MP Henry Boachin Yadom, during the NDC primaries has deepened cracks in their party and created voter apathy.
He was the lawyer to the parliamentary candidate of the NDC, and which, as your lawyer has taken over you, probably there will be apathy, even if Okoyo himself, his people, has come and agreed that, oh, fine, we are all NDC, we are going for this election. Obviously, people won't agree, right? But then we don't see that, or we don't look that as a part that we have to relax. Every single day, we are moving forward. Every single day, we are bringing forward our parliamentary candidates. We are projecting him. We are letting people know that he is the right man for the job.
The NDC, however, interprets Bediakon's victory differently, describing it as evidence of the party's commitment to internal democracy and competitive primaries.
The NDC believes in democracy. And what are the principles of democracy? One of the principles is that there should be internal elections. And so when the MP kicked the bucket, it was important for us within the NDC to make sure that there is an internal election to elect who will lead the party in the upcoming by-elections. And after we went to the poll, it is the grassroots of the party who said that yes, even though we took the former MP to elections in 2024, we think that this time around we must take lawyer instead of the former MP.
Both parties, despite their contrasting strategies, remain resolute that they will clinch the Akwatia seat come Tuesday.
As you can see, our confidence level is very high. This election is a down ball, but then we are not sleeping on our buttocks. We are working hard. Like I said earlier, every day we are proving to the people that Asumedu that we chose is the right man for the job.
It is incumbent on us to do everything humanly possible to make sure that election to be held on the 2nd of September will be won by the NDC. And every indication shows that the NDC would win the September 2nd elections.
This is the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Cedi breaches 11 Ghana cedis to the dollar amid renewed depreciation concerns. We have the details for you. Don't go away.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man Small. If you it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boy, faha.
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. It's always smiles knowing we are together.
Ooh, what a feeling. We not go, you there for family. If you not be you, then who go there? Let's go.
Work is always effective with Nasco home appliances. No wahala if the sun is up. We there for your appetite. Never a dull moment to gulp something chilled. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. Good vibes only while you wait. The feeling hits very deep. Enijepa ewo Nasco fie. Nasco, bring home happiness.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Coffee be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From not the pure cause she be luckiest. Me and you coffee be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your goddamn boom. If you're poor, what's that to you? So would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey.
Is that his car?
Everywhere.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You're welcome back to the Channel 1 Newsroom with me, Inusafu. Next is Channel 1 Business with Nathalie Nete Ajahu.
Channel 1 Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you bank like this. So have we.
We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hi, Natalie, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Don't you think we're rushing, making noise about just one Ghana city added to it?
I think so, but news making the rounds is that it's going up very fast.
Oh, really?
I don't know, but hopefully by tomorrow we should hope and see. Because some price bureaus are selling at 12 now.
Oh, wow.
And the interbank is 11, but...
Give us the details.
Okay. Now, the Ghana cedi has crossed the 11 Ghana cedi threshold to the US dollar for the first time this year, heightening concerns about the local currency's persistent depreciation. According to the BOG's interbank rates, the dollar is currently buying at 11 cedis 4 pesewas and selling at 11 cedis 5 pesewas, Daniel Ojo-Mensah reports.
Latest figures also show the British pound trading at 14 cedis 89 pesewas, while the euro is quoted at 12 cedis 83 pesewas. Market watchers link the weakening cedi to sustained demand, sluggish foreign inflows, and uncertainties in the global economy. Traders and import-dependent businesses are expected to feel the greatest impact, as the exchange rate surge could drive up prices of fuel, food, and other essential goods. Speaking to Channel One Business, currency analyst Courage Boti said the cedi crossing 11 cedis is not abnormal given prevailing market conditions.
Given the pace at which the cedi appreciated, it is expected that it will trace its path some way, somehow. And of course, the people who were most affected by the movement will want to test the cedi's resolve. And I think that is what's happening.
President at the Ghana Union of Traders, Joseph Obing, also noted that despite the cedi hitting the 11 cedis mark, it should not be a cause for alarm.
If we're able to sustain the amount around 10.5, 10.6, and now it has gone to 11, it doesn't cause for alarm. Because sometimes it's the negative speculation.
The 11 cedis mark underscores the delicate balance that Ghana faces in managing its macroeconomic stability ahead of the last quarter of the year. For Channel One Business, I am Daniel Ojo-Mensah.
Now, Ghana's unemployment rate eased to 13.6% by the end of 2024, down from 14.6% in 2023, reflecting a modest 1 percentage point improvement. This according to the latest annual household income and expenditure survey released by the Ghana Statistical Service. Presenting the data at a press briefing in Accra, government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu disclosed that the challenge remains most pronounced among the youth, with 22.5% of Ghanaians aged 15 to 35 currently unemployed.
The unemployment rate averaged 13.6% in 2024, down from 14.6% in 2023. 1 percentage point decline. This modest decline we've seen signals progress, but reveals persistent distress. In 2024, youth unemployment remains alarmingly high at 22.5% for ages 15 to 35 and 32% for ages 15 to 24. This evidence highlights the urgency of expanded and more focused labor market practices and policies, such as retraining and skilling programs to combat skills mismatch and boost employability, aligning with objectives of the Ghana's National Employment Policy Review.
Let's now check how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for Channel 1 Business. I am Netili Ajawu. Take it over.
Thank you, Netili. Let's do some other stories now. More than 400 persons displaced by the recent violent clashes between Gonjas and Burfos in Binyiri and other surrounding communities are currently being hosted at the Sola District's police headquarters in the Savannah region. The clashes, which erupted over a parcel of land, have forced women and children to flee their homes in search of safety and protection from the Ghana Police Service.
The District Chief Executive of Sola, Sinkina Saka, has appealed to sanitation agencies to provide mobile latrines for the displaced residents. He explained that the absence of proper toilet facilities has compelled the victims to resort to open defecation.
There is no place of convenience. All over is littered with human excreta, and there's the need for us to get some sort of mobile toilet, what we call mobile toilet, so that the people here can easily ease themselves. In fact, we want to contact the Ghana Health Service, the district hospital, if they can do some sort of provide some health services to the people here. I believe it will go a long way to help us. We understand of their exposure to the environment. We are even lucky that for the past few days it has not rained. As you can see, if not because of the few tents that have been brought, it would have been a very bad situation.
Savannah Regional Health Director Dr. John Ekwo-Utu revealed that with support from the Director General of the Ghana Health Service and the Health Minister, health workers have been deployed to deliver medical services to the displaced persons at the camp.
Currently, we have approximately 400 people on the camp because there's a constant movement in and out of the camp. And we have our team on the ground. We have clinicians who are taking care of the sick and also triaging the people. We have nursing mothers, pregnant women, children, disabled people, and people are already coming with uncomplicated malaria.
Member of Parliament for Wa West, Peter Lanchene Tobu, who visited the victims, urged them to use social media responsibly by promoting peace and unity rather than fueling further division.
This is the effect of conflict. The women and children will suffer, and the women and children are suffering because of the conflict. All we want is peace in STK. All we are praying for is peace in STK. And the chiefs have assured us they are willing to toe the path of peace. All of you here, if you have a son anywhere, you have your daughter anywhere, who is educated on social media, tell them to use the power of social media to call for peace. They shouldn't use the social media to call for war. War is destructive.
You're watching the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Black Stars open camp in Accra ahead of Chad-Mali qualifiers. We'll bring you the details shortly. Do stay.
You look amazing. Have you discovered a new secret to stay healthy these days?
Actually, I have. It's called SOS Advance. It is a health supplement manufactured in the UK with 11 essential oils like frankincense, black seed, oregano, and neem, all powered by nanotechnology.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah. What does it do?
SOS Advance supports your immune system against invading pathogens, including viruses, bacteria, and toxins. It also provides antioxidant effects to help combat free radicals and reduce oxidative stress on your body.
Wow, I really need this. Like, I've been feeling off lately, but I can't pinpoint exactly what the problem is.
Oh, easy. I think you should get it. You can find it at every pharmacy nearby.
There's a pharmacy here! Let's go! Thank you. I beg his wound's pain.
Pregnant and lactating mothers should contact their physicians. This advert is FDA approved.
uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Akwatia. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Kofi from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter what you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Let's talk hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are normal structures located in the anus of all mammals.
But it is only man who suffers hemorrhoidal disease because of the erect posture you have assumed and the squatting that we do to empty our bowel. Hemorrhoids consist of a special type of blood vessels which fill with blood when we are moving our bowel and help to cushion the anus against the force of transmitting the stool. Afterwards, they empty their blood, collapse, help seal the anus to maintain continence. Over time, these vessels lose the elasticity of their walls, become dilated, permanently filled with blood, leading to congestion of the hemorrhoids. The symptoms of hemorrhoids are bleeding and prolapse of the hemorrhoids when passing stool, itching and feeling of warmth in the anus and anal discharge. Laser, ligature, and longo are the modern, minimally invasive, most effective, and painless methods of treating hemorrhoids today.
Muntaba Hospital, first Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial star 759 hash. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
You're welcome back. Next is Channel 1 Sports with Bernard Abekuatri. Abeku, you've recovered from your team's defeat.
Manchester United. The board want him to stay, so it's fine. Yeah,
they do?
Yeah.
Interesting. But we're talking about the Black Stars, so
Absolutely.
you give us the details.
Let's get into it, shall we now? The Black Stars of Ghana will open camp in Accra on Monday as they begin preparations for their match day 7 and 8 fixtures against Chad and Mali. The team will hold its first training session at the Accra Sports Stadium before traveling to N'Djamena for the clash with Chad on September 4. My colleague Gabriel Fair visited the Accra Sports Stadium to assess its readiness ahead of the Black Stars' first training session on Monday, September 1.
This is the current state of the Accra Sports Stadium pitch, which is undergoing final touches ahead of Ghana's first training session on Monday, September 1, 2025. The Black Stars will assemble at the venue for 2 days of training on Monday and Tuesday before departing for N'Djamena to continue preparations for the clash with Chad. Ghana will host Mali at the Accra Sports Stadium on September 8 a return to their home ground where they trashed Chad 5-0 back in March. Since the game in March, the NSA has minimized the use of the stadium to maintain the pitch in a good condition. According to NSA boss Yao Ampofu Ankara, it would not be far-fetched to close the facility for major renovations in the near future.
The plan is to make sure that the Accra Sports Stadium is given treatment that would bring it up to international standards. So if that means closing down the stadium, as I said already, for some months, if that means roofing sections of the stadium, if it means the experts say bring the whole thing down, build a new one, it takes time. And you're right, the last time we had major works was before the 2008, but we've had renovations. But you see, we have renovations, we have refurbishments, we have this and that.
Sports journalist Godfred Akotobuafo suggested that it would be prudent to shut down the entire facility to allow for major renovations.
We need to build a new stadium. That is what nobody wants to talk about. Build a new stadium. You see, it's not just the pitch. And I see the NSA boss, my good brother, Yao Ampofu Ankara, standing by the pitch every time they are watching it. That is not what he was hired for. But I also don't blame him. He doesn't build stadiums. The country builds stadiums. What the country needs to understand is that a lot of the people around us have moved on. They have modern stadiums. We don't have a single modern stadium in Ghana.
Despite his concerns, Yao Ampofu Ankara assured that the stadium will be ready to host Ghana's home game against Mali on September 8.
Absolutely. The stadium will be ready to take the numbers it should based on consultations with the expert, with the security agencies, and as I keep saying, the engineers will give us, the direction as to what to do and what not to do. Obviously, we can't have a full stadium as we would have wished.
Right, so the Accra Sports Stadium remains the only approved venue now on the list of the Confederation of African Football for Ghana to host its home matches, whether it's the AFCON qualifiers or the World Cup qualifiers. Remember that in September 2024, CAF revoked the license of the Barbara Sports Stadium, and so this venue now remains the only approved venue by CAF. And behind me, you can see work which is currently ongoing by staff of the Greengrass Technology with support from the National Sports Authority to make sure that this particular space is ready for Ghana's home game against Mali on September 8 in the match day 8 of the FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Reporting here at the Accra Sports Stadium for Channel 1 Sports, I am Gabi Ofe.
Away from there, the Champions League draw has set up a blockbuster league phase for the 2025-2026 season. 36 teams were paired with 8 opponents each, with action starting September 16. Defending champions Paris Saint-Germain face Barcelona at Camp Nou, while Liverpool hosts Real Madrid in another Anfield Classic, or Manchester City meets Borussia Dortmund as Erling Haaland takes on his old club Chelsea. Renewed rivalry with Barcelona, and Bayern Munich and Inter Milan welcome Liverpool at San Siro. Arsenal face Bayern in a rematch of their 2017 humiliation. And Real Madrid are drawn with City once again, and Newcastle travel to Paris to meet PSG. The final will be staged in Budapest on May 30. Well, that's very latest in the world of sport, and I am Bernard Abeko. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Abeku. And that's how we wrap up today's edition of the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 TV app on Google Play Store and the App Store. I am Inu Safo. Many thanks for watching.